Hello everyone, this is Stephanie Trinette, and this is video 4 of Demystifying Golf, the basics. And so in this one we're going to discuss the Dunes holes, the Dunes course down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, all 18 holes, and we're going to do a course management on that, and then some basics. So for instance, we have, I would like you to consider selecting an archetype course. Select a course near you that you can play often and learn your shots there. Okay, now I'm not big on the range. To me, the range is pointless. It may not be, but to me it's pointless because so what? You take the ball, you hit it, and it goes a certain distance. I mean, unless you're really good at gauging, how much power you put in the ball and how far it went and it's going straight. I mean, really all you can do is teach yourself to hit it straight on there, Well, I guess you can teach yourself curvature, but my point being, you need to play a course and have a specific aim of getting the ball from the tee to the hole in order for your practice to make any contextual sense, in my opinion. I really don't know why people would go to the range unless you just want to warm up or you just don't want to play ball like that. Now the putting range, yeah, you always can benefit from that, reminding yourself your muscle memory and your visualization as you're striking the ball those short distances or long distances, but with the flat stick, the putter. But otherwise, just go play ball. So find an archetypical course, what I'm suggesting is you find a course near you and play that one all the time. Okay, and that way when you travel to play other courses, you have a comparison. Compare distance, slope, sand traps, directional of the hole of that hole, the fairway, curving right, curving left, or what have you. Stick head angles. So we discussed how each stick, each golf club has a certain pitch inherent in the degree angle. So for instance, the shorter sticks, the ones with the higher numbers, 8, 9, 8, 7, what have you, shorter sticks are going to get you greater loft, meaning when you strike the ball, you're going to be hitting down on it. When you strike the ball with your iron, you're going to get height before distance. It's going to go up and then out. Whereas the shorter the number, the lower the number, which is the longer the stick, and then including your Bertha and your woods. So they're going to have more horizontal distance in carry out than vertical relative to each other. So the lower the number of the stick, the farther out it will go, more so than height. Although you can get good on both. The shorter sticks are designed to go up more so than that. And you're instructing the ball to resist the hazards of the course. That's what you're doing when you're playing golf. So you're wanting to avoid the obvious and more visible hazards as far as sand, water, trees, etc. But there are also those that are less visible, like slope. You have to consciously make yourself, remind yourself to be mindful of the slope of where you're hitting that ball from, the slope of it. So does it overall tilt, like the playground twirl-a-whirl kind of a ride or what have you. So is there an overall slope, or is it straight, flat, you know, mostly flat, straightforward, and you have to hit accordingly. If there's an overall slope that is tilting right, now your body's going to naturally account for it. We have the inner ear muscle that's going to automatically tell us, you know, our body what's going on. We're not going to walk tilted, you know. So, but the ball doesn't have that. So you have to remember, so if it's sloping right, you have to remember the ball is going to go to the right. So you have to account for that when you're striking it, and strike it such that it's able to resist that terrain slope. Yeah, so the Dunes course. Okay, so 18-hole course. There are 4 par 5s. Hole 1, and when you're going out is when you do your first 9 holes, coming in as your second 9 holes. So I'm going to go through this quickly. I already put the link in the prior, and I'll put the link in this one as well. And you can go ahead and review it. It's a virtual course, a virtual view of the 18 holes. So each hole you can see and kind of manage what you would do. And typically I suggest aiming to make all holes in 3 shots. That way some you'll make in 3, some you'll make in 2, some you'll make in 4. Alright. Now, sometimes you will not be able to do that. You will not want to do that, but that's your general aim. And I'll go through it here. So hole 1 is 425 yards. It's a par 4. We're going to aim for birdie using a Bertha, a hybrid, and a putter. Hole 2 is also 425 yards, par 4. We're going to aim for a birdie using Bertha. You're going to hit the Bertha into the hill to stop it, the ball, and then the 3-wood and the putter. Hole 3 is a 435-yard par 4. We're aiming for birdie. You're looking at Bertha plus a 5-wood plus the putter. Hole 4 is 505 yards. This is the first par 5. We're aiming for birdie. I'm suggesting you try with the Bertha before the sand. So, you know, make sure you check to see your card, or you'll have to walk the course before playing that hole. It will show you, will tell you how many yards it is from the tee to certain areas of it, okay? So, in accordance with that, and what you can get out of your Bertha, make your shot. If you have to cut back on the power, do so. So, you hit your Bertha into before the sand, and then I would suggest 6-iron, 9-iron, putter. Hole 5 is 205 yards, par 3. We're going to go for par. You're looking at Bertha, 9-iron, and putter. You may get lucky on the 9-iron, what have you, but you want to go ahead with the aim for 3 on that one. Hole 6, 465 yards, par 4. We're aiming for par. I'm suggesting Bertha. Now Bertha is the 1-wood, okay? The big head driver. So Bertha or 1 driver plus a 5-wood, 52 wedge, 52-degree wedge in the putter. Hole 7, we're looking at 400-yard par 4. We're looking for par in this one as well. So you're looking at Bertha. I'm suggesting Bertha, 3-wood, 9-iron, putter. Hole 8, 525-yard par 5. We're looking for birdie. Suggesting Bertha, 7-iron, 9-iron, putter. Hole 9, 200 yards, par 3. We're going to go ahead and look for a par on that. Bertha at 85% power. Okay, for me anyway. 52-degree wedge, putter. Hole 10. Now this is coming out. Okay, you went out, go out, and then you're coming in. So holes 10 through 18 are considered coming back in. This is basically in relation to the clubhouse. So you're going out, away from the clubhouse, and you're coming back in, coming on home. So 10 is, hole 10 is 380 yards, par 4, we're looking for par. Bertha or one driver plus the 9 iron, 52 wedge, putter. Hole 11, for par 4, 430 yards, looking at par. 5 wood, 8 iron, 9 iron, putter. Hole 12, 245 yard, par 3, looking for par. Bertha, 6 iron, putter. Hole 13, 590 yards, it is the third par 5, looking at birdie. Suggesting Bertha or one wood. Bertha, 5 wood, 9 iron, putter. Hole 14, 450 yards, par 4. We're aiming for a birdie. Looking at a 3 wood off the tee. Hybrid putter. Hole 15 is the fourth and final par 5. At 535 yards, we're going to aim for a birdie. So you're looking at Bertha, hybrid, 9 iron, putter. Hole 16 is 365 yards, par 4. We're going to go ahead and go for the par on that. There are a lot of sand traps here. It's like a beach. So you're looking at Bertha, 8 iron, 9 iron, putter. We have hole 17. It's a short 885 yard, tricky little one. Par 3. We're going to go ahead and go for birdie on it. We're going to do the 3 wood and the putter. So just hit it right onto the tee. Depending on where the hole is placed that day, you may or may not want to aim for it. This one, I can't remember. It's either, if this one is the flat one, you're good. I think this is the flat one. This is why I'm saying birdie. There's another par 3 that has a slope off either backside, so you don't want to really aim necessarily to hit the back of that. Okay, so hole 17, 185 yards, par 3. We're going to aim for birdie using a 3 wood and then the putter. And the final hole 18, 430 yards, par 4. We're going to aim for a birdie on that using Bertha 9 irons and the putter. And don't forget to treat yourself at the 19th hole. Enjoy.